Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you an overview about qualitative study. Mainly this short video will be about the types of qualitative data, data collection methods, data analysis methods, approaches of data analysis, and how to relate all this to qualitative research design. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Let us begin. Most qualitative research involves the collection of three main types of data: verbal data, visual data, and documents. The data collection methods depends on the type of data that you're going to collect. If it is verbal data, you can get verbal data through interviews. It can be an in-depth interview, one-to-one interview. It can be a focus group discussion or focus group interviews, as what some researchers would call it, and even observation of discourse. This involves, for example, sitting at a cafeteria and observing how conversation happen. Or sometimes it can be during a conference, during a debate where people discuss and you are able to capture those verbal data. Visual data, on the other hand, involves video recording, taking photographs, observation, and taking notes. As you observe, you take notes. Documents usually involve physical inspection of some records, diaries, medical reports, and so on. Now, this is something that sometimes confuses people. Even when I was a research student, I get very confused. What is narrative analysis? What is discourse analysis and content analysis? Are they the same thing? Now, narrative analysis involves the analysis of verbal data. Usually it involves storytelling or in-depth interview, that kind of thing, that kind of context. Discourse analysis basically involves analysis of verbal data that is collected through, based on, for example, people discussing about some issues like in a forum and debate, or even sitting at a canteen or at the cafeteria observing how people talk about certain issues or a discourse. Content analysis usually refers to the analysis of the content of documents, as the name implies, content. Now, what is the bird's eye view of all this analysis? The bird's eye view is that all involve coding and classifying the coding into themes, or sometimes they call it categorization, and interpret the themes. Now, how to do coding? Well, it depends on your approach, whether you'll be using inductive or deductive or both. I have a video on doing deductive coding, so you can head over to my channel and watch that video. Now, after you have done all this analysis, coding, themes, at the end is actually interpretation, and that is the most important part of all this qualitative research design. Here are some of the qualitative research design that you may find on the internet or other literature. Phenomenology, ethnography, case studies, grounded theory, and many more. Now, what do they have in common? The data that they need, what kind of data is needed. You have chosen certain qualitative research design, what kind of data analysis methods you need. Like I said just now, the big idea is data, coding, themes, what kind of data analysis method and approaches, whether it's inductive or deductive or combination of both, and what kind of interpretation. Now, this is the most important part because that will determine how you see your themes and how you write your stories. Now, in a nutshell, you have to think about design, data, methods, and interpretation. Now, let me give you an example. You want to study the life of scientists. So you can use phenomenological approach, meaning study the life of scientists as a lived experience. So you may have a few rounds of interview with scientists, or you can take an ethnographic approach, study the culture or the lifestyle of scientists. You may, for example, if it is permissible, follow a scientist to his office and see how he works, go to the lab, talk to the scientist, or read some of the reports that he has written in order to understand the lifestyle of a scientists. Or you can use case study approach, using all these methods of data collection as well: interview, observation, and inspection. So it's very much depending on how you want to approach your subject. This gives you this very simple illustration. Usually people use fork to eat spaghetti. Can you use chopstick to eat spaghetti? I guess yes, isn't it? Can you use a spoon to eat spaghetti? I suppose yes, isn't it? It's just that the way you do it might be a bit different. So this is something that I want you to think about when we talk about qualitative research design. The last thing that I want to share with you, the final demo, is this. Words. The word thanks, if just in English, it means thanks or thank you. You can analyze that word thanks, using alphabets because it has A, B, C, D. In Danish, as I've learned from my Danish students, thanks means tak, T-A-K. You can also use alphabets to analyze the word tak. But the same spelling, T-A-K, if it's in Malaysian language, we pronounce it as tak. Tak means not, or cannot, or do not. See, the alphabets analysis, using alphabets is the same. You still have A, B, C, D, and so on. But the meaning is very different. So the word here represents the data. The language here represents the philosophy or the paradigm of our research, how we see our research. Analysis would be the method of analysis, your coding, your themes, and most importantly, actually, the interpretation of the outcome of your analysis. Now, the interpretation of the outcome depends on the philosophy or the paradigm. So I hope this simple demonstration gives you some idea about what a qualitative research is all about. I will see you in my next video. Bye.